Here we go, 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 on an adventure, the thingamajigger is up and away.
Go, 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 on an adventure, we're flying with the cat in the hat today.
Good afternoon, class. Today we are learning about invaders and settlers.
Yes!
So are you going to learn about the epic battles, miss? Yes.
And my dear like Bill from King Waterland?
Of course.
I thought that they wore no clothes, is that right?
Well, that's what we are going to find out. Now textbooks out and turn to page 394. Go on there, start reading.
This is boring. She can't just expect us to learn it all from a book.
Yeah, there must be another way to learn about invaders and settlers.
If only there was a way we could go back in time to see it for ourselves.
Hello, children. Why are you so sad? Learning history isn't that bad.
That's Cat in the Hat.
Yes, it is I, the Cat in the Hat. I've come to your school now. Fancy that.
Captain Hat, we really want to learn about invaders and settlers, but we're bored. Can you help us out?
Yeah, perhaps you could take me back in time on your thingamajigger.
Of course I can. There's no time to wait. Let's go to the past with the utmost haste.
Here we go, 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 on an adventure, the thingamajigger is up and away.
Go, 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 on an adventure, we're flying with the cat in the hat today.
Where are we? You mean when are we? It's 410 AD. The Romans are leaving Britain after nearly 400 years.
Spot on you are, and look, they're going home. Those pesky Romans are going back to Rome.
Well, they're gone. The Romans back to Italy. Well, I say good riddance to them. They've lived here for years, enjoying our weather and breathing our air. And what have they ever done for us?
Well, they did give us aqueducts, walls, bridges with water, and then I suppose they did give us some...
And the sanitation. Remember how dirty it was before they came.
Okay, I'll grant you that aqueducts and sanitation are two things the Romans have done.
And don't forget the roads.
Well, obviously the roads, that goes without saying, but apart from the aqueducts, the sanitation, and the roads.
Immigration, medicine.
Okay, fair enough. You have made your point.
Don't forget the public baths. And the fact that it's safe to walk around that one.
Yeah, they certainly know how to keep order.
All right. Apart from the aqueducts, the sanitation, the roads, the irrigation, medicine, public bath, and public order, what have they ever done for us?
War, peace. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna miss them. Did they really miss the Roman once they'd gone?
Oh yes, a tribe wanted the Romans gone, and now they have. What could go wrong?
Everything can go wrong, I'm afraid. The Romans were struggling to defend the empire, so they decided to concentrate on defending Italy and left Britain, leaving the small towns and villages defenseless against attacks from the Picts and the Scots.
In AD 449, the Britons paid fierce Germanic tribesmen to help defend their land. There was only one problem. The tribes took quite a liking to Britain. These Germanic tribes came from what we now call Denmark, Germany and the Netherlands.
Look who's coming over the sea now, the Angles. Very funny. I should have seen that coming. Now, the Angles.
And the Saxons.
And the Jews.
Well, I tell you this for nothing. I don't trust them. They've got no sense of humour, and I don't trust anyone without a sense of humour.
I am King Vortigern and I trust them.
I thought King Vortigern was a legend.
Legend or truth, fiction or fact, King Vortigern made a trusting deal and pact.
That's it. Get back to Scotland. You should have picked on someone your own size.
I can't believe you just said that. That was a terrible joke.
Well done, Hengist. Well done, Horsa. How can I ever repay you for defending my land? I know. I'll give you my island, the island of Thanet. It's the peninsula of the most easterly point of Kent, England.
We are very good at fighting.
Yeah, we are very good at fighting.
This Thanet sounds good, but we were thinking of something a little bit bigger.
Bigger than Thanet? I'm not sure I can do that.
But we are very good at fighting.
Yeah, we are very good at fighting. We were thinking that Kent would be nice. Which bit of Kent? All of it. What would you give me for it?
We were thinking, nothing.
It's tempting, but I'm going to have to say no deal.
What if I gave you my daughter, Rowena?
What was that, Dad? You want to swap me for Kent? That is so typical. Well, she is rather nice. Okay, it's a deal. But Dad, I don't even like Britain. I should have stayed home with Mum.
It's true, I saw my daughter for Kent. Then we decided that they wanted more British land. So we went to war with trusting King Vortigern. In AD 455, Horsa was killed in the war. Hang on, I'm Horsa. Well, that's just great. Talking about a spoiler alert. Eventually, after much fighting, King Vortigern gave the whole of the southeast of England to Hengist.
Yay!
The Saxons had arrived.
Wow, who's that?
Hello, I'm Bede St. Bede. I take my knees shaken, not stirred, and I have a license to pray. I was quite a celebrity in my day. In fact, most people call me the Venerable Bede, either that or the father of English history.
I also need more about him. He sounded like he was amazing.
What's that you say? Want more knowledge you? Then perhaps then we need to call the thing 1 and thing 2.
Bede was born in 673 AD and from the age of 7 trained to be a monk and spent his life in a monastery in the northeast of England until he died at the age of 62, a rather old age in those days.
People say he was a genius, the Einstein of his day. He wrote many different subjects on astronomy, poetry, music, math, and geography.
He even used his mathematical skills to calculate the date of Easter. His main claim to fame, however, is in history.
He wrote the first history book of the English people. Without him, you wouldn't know the lives of the Anglo-Saxons or the coming of Christianity of England.
Thanks to you, you wonderful things. Once more we travel just like we have wings.
Where are we?
Why don't you ask the person over there?
Excuse me, can you tell me where we are?
You're at a training town in the kingdom of the Anglos here in Britain. I'm a member of the Picts kingdom here to try my guess.
And I'm a member of the Druids tribe. What do you mean? I thought that there was only one kingdom in Britain.
In your time, yes, there was only one, but many years ago, that's how it was done.
To the north were the Picts and the Scots, to the east were the Angles, to the south were the Saxons and the Jutes, and to the west were the Brythons.
Over many years, these tribes fought with each other and ended up joining together to form the Anglo-Saxons. But we can't have gone back in time. Everyone's got clothes on that I thought people wore very little.
With the British weather, that would be rather silly. Without any clothes, these folks would be chilly.
Exactly, the myth of tribes in Britain running around without any clothes on comes from a story told by traveling soldiers. During battle, the tribal soldiers would wear little clothing. This not only allowed them to move quickly, but it was a sign that they wasn't afraid.
The warriors will paint themselves blue with a paint called woad and run naked into battle, relying on praise and they've got to protect them.
Not sure this would be a good idea.
The warriors were very fearless and many stories were told about their bravery.
Yes, they were brave, but Anglo-Saxon armies were quite small. A few hundred men with spears, axes, swords and shields. They fought on foot, a massive rugby scrum.
The king had a bodyguard of brave warriors who would die to defend him, the warrior code of the Anglo-Saxons.
One famous battle is the Battle of Morden in 991 AD. The Anglo-Saxons were led by a leader called Bresnoff, who was utterly defeated by another period of time, the Vikings.
Hold on, don't mention the Vikings no more. We don't learn about them until we get to year 4.
I know, but I thought you should know that the Anglo-Saxons put up an incredibly brave fight. Bresnoff was killed by a poisoned spear. His warriors stood by him and fought to the last. We all know about this because the Anglo-Saxons wrote a long poem telling the story of the battle and celebrating their heroism.
Yeah, and there was also another poem that was made into a story, Beowulf.
That's right, Beowulf is an Old English poem that mixes fiction, legend and powerful facts to tell a great story. It tells the story of a warrior called Venerable who travels a great distance to prove his strength and impossible odds.
Okay, we're losing time and there's so much to do, so let's move on to the discovery of Sutton Hoo.
Where are we now?
I know this place, it's Sutton Hoo.
Button Hoo?
No, not Button Hoo. Sutton Hoo is a site in Suffolk where archaeologists found an Anglo-Saxon burial.
Ralph, I've hired you to find out if there is anything beneath the mounds on my property. What have you found?
Nothing yet. Wait, there is something. It looks like it's part of a boat.
A boat? Why would anyone want to bury a boat in my back garden?
I think it might be a burial boat. If I'm right, these artifacts are the greatest treasures discovered in the UK.
In 1938, Razoban discovered
Purse, weapons, coins, brooch,
Helmet, boat, shoulder clasp, buckle.
Time's running out, we haven't got long, but there's always time for one last song. of that, it's a verbal, you see. Thank you for coming to see our assembly.
That's all, folks.